Takes
Very
about,
nice.
Takes super quick.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna push for a Bigg Jah masterclass
Okay.
online.
Man.
You probably have no idea what knowledge you picked up that you could offer,
Man,
because you got that
Shoot.
ground
Over
up,
the years,
I
man.
learned
that
so
ground
much.
up grind, man.
Because that's like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then Troy introduced me to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Boom.
shit, I
We
didn't
was
know.
shooting a podcast. I mean, we shooting a web series, me, him, and Spoken Reasons. At the time, it ended up not coming out though.
Yeah.
That I go, yeah, we shot at her at one of your Airbnbs, and then it came out. It would have been dope, but then they fell out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
Sometimes
That sucks.
That sucks
But
when gold just gets lost in post production because of some bullshit.
man, and it was good too.
That's the worst. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode. You good? Welcome to another episode of Thick Threads, the show where we dive down the thickest threads on the internet via Twitter and Reddit. I am your co-host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
And we have an amazing first guest.
Yes.
This
Man.
is the first time ever we're having a guest.
Yep.
And it only made sense to bring through actor, writer, keep me honest, director,
Oh man,
producer,
Goodness
stand-up comedian, Bigg Jah. What's up, man?
our things, brother.
Internet
Just a-
sensation.
Internet
Oh,
sens-
man.
How did I forget? Social media
Nah,
sensation.
man.
Social
Thank you,
media.
man.
And new partner to Revolt, man. We in the
Yes,
same family.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
It only
love,
made
love
sense.
family.
Black
Yes, indeed, brother.
Busters.
It only
Yeah,
made
Black
sense.
Busters, thickest threads, thick threads, all that good stuff, man.
That's
So
lit,
thank you
man.
for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I feel honored to be the first guest.
It only made sense.
Man.
Yeah.
For everybody who doesn't know, I don't remember when I met you. I feel like it wasn't roast me. It was,
It was before that.
sketches.
It was back the ADD Culver City.
Right, it
I
had
wanna
to be
be-
because that was like sketch time.
That's when
period.
everything
That's
was-
when it
yeah.
was like when scripted was the thing. Definitely knew about the acting chops. Knew about the skits. Came through, surprised us all on Roast Me, which was dope.
I got that.
You
I got
roasted?
that finale. I got that finale.
He got in the finale,
You
man.
know, I feel like I did. I got sent
He
to,
was swinging.
I got sent to detention. Didn't think it was. I didn't think I was. It was warranted that I got sent to detention. But I understand when you're the new dude, and you mess up once or twice. Yeah. Or actually once. One
Was
joke
that-
didn't
was
go.
it the only one?
I did a Garfield joke that didn't do well, and it was a new joke. So I might have stumbled. I might have stumbled on one of the lines, and they were like,
He said it was a Garfield joke.
I think it was towards like maybe David Lucas or something like that. I think it was something. I
Damn,
said
I
it.
wish you remembered the joke.
Yeah,
because I feel like we
Yeah,
laugh at it.
I mean, it's documented. It's on Roast Me. I think season 3.
It must have been.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it had to be 3.
This is 5,
it had to be
right?
3. Yeah, because that
last
was
one-
Craig.
Yeah.
And then Craig wasn't in 4. That was that was
yeah.
the paywall one, and then this was 5. But man, been blowing up on
Yeah.
YouTube, like blowing up. Not like, oh man, he's got like 200K
No,
each.
no,
I'm
1.4
talking
million.
millions.
Oh man, it's a blessing, bro. It's
That
a
is
blessing.
that is dope, man.
Yeah.
And now part
Yeah.
of the Revolt family. How's
Yes,
it
sir.
feel?
Yes, sir. Oh man, it feels great, man. Revolt is dope. You know, we just started. We got I forget how many episodes we have in so far, but it's coming along. We're comfortable doing our thing. Me and my co-host, we're gelling. We're getting better at it.
Yep.
And I think the show's gonna get nothing but better.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I feel like I feel the same way with Thick Threads. Like, I mean,
Right.
we've always had like dope ass chemistry on camera, but I feel like it's like as we shoot more, it's like we
always
gel
gonna
even
grow.
more.
You
Yeah.
gotta-
Right.
So-
Because you could be real. You have chemistry with the person, but if it's a new podcast, a
Right.
new topic, then you got to get used to that. Talking
The
about
format
this.
and all that
Exactly,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Yup.
that's cool that we get to incubate these new shows
Yup.
on such a black platform. But not only the podcast. My Lesbian Homie season 2
Season
just
2.
dropped, starring yourself and my co-host Persephone.
Yes, indeed, Persephone. Thank you
Man.
once again. She killed it. Go check it out. It's on YouTube right now. The first episode's on YouTube right now. So go check it out, man. It's dope.
What
Yeah,
I like.
that's-
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's like the biggest project I think I've ever done.
Man,
Like
that's dope.
it was intense.
Yeah, it was. I think it's the biggest project for me as well for my own platform.
Uh-huh.
You know, definitely was intense.
It was
You know,
intense.
here's the thing: it as late nights, cold nights, crazy where people are falling asleep in between takes. Like,
People
wow.
is me.
you'll see, yeah, she's people. You know what I'm saying? But and the
Knock
thing
it
is,
out.
in her defense, though, she was the lead, so
Right.
she's in almost every scene. You know, so I had to call her almost every week. Like, hey, what's your schedule like this week? What's your schedule like this week? So certain people like Marche and Minx and Selena, Sierra, that is.
Mm-hmm.
I would call them, knock out their scenes. Like Lisa Yarrow, I knocked her scenes out in 2 days.
Right.
Nice.
And she was in like 5-6 scenes. You were in like 25. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and
I mean, that was cool. It was cool when, like, he had to shoot with somebody else, especially if we shot at my house. If we shot at my house, I would go to sleep while they're shooting with other people and then wake up and then shoot, you know.
So,
my scenes. Sometimes it was at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning.
We had more than one 5 o'clock in the morning. We had about maybe 2 or 3 5
at your
o'clock.
house at least. Mm-hmm. And then we did one the party scene. That was that was like a 12-hour day.
Damn.
Yeah.
The
we started
parties?
producing and pre-setting that pre-designing that set like around maybe 5 or 4. We got started like around 7.
Mm-hmm.
The
I
sun
got
was
there
coming
around
up.
7.
And we was like,
That's
man.
a real day.
Yeah. And it was cold.
cold.
It was cold as
Ass.
hell. It was
12
cold.
that's
And they had on dresses. Her and Marche
God.
had on like small ass dresses
Right,
and stuff,
right,
thin
right.
dresses. Everybody else got coats on and dancing. It's outside a house party.
Yeah.
But they're seeing they're supposed to come like dressed to the nines. So
Right.
They had to come and wear like the thinnest dresses you can find, and they were just sitting like, oh.
But the funny part was when you were speaking into the camera, you could see,
You could see
The breath.
the breath.
yes, you could see
Yeah.
it coming out. It was so cold.
But in the scene, you were supposed to have attitude anyway, right?
Right.
yes, so it worked.
she was like-
I was able to be,
Right.
true to myself because I'm like,
And then we borrowed some heaters. Our
Yeah.
neighbors, they're comedians, and they have like a show in their backyard every week. So we borrowed their little big ass heaters, right? So we plugged them on in the back, thinking, okay, in between sets, I know, listen, you don't remember that, you don't remember that.
what?
And then we plugged the heaters in, along with all the lights that were plugged into my house,
Oh, no.
and it short circuit the. Every time we turned on the heaters, it took so much power, it turned all the lights off. So we had to get rid of the heaters.
Damn.
We had to get rid of the heaters and this accept the cold.
Let me tell you how this was. It was if somebody messed up on the scene or we had to like reshoot, I would go in the house. It didn't
Yeah.
matter if it was for 30 seconds or a minute.
was
I would go in the
cold.
house and sit and wait for him to call my name and then I'd come out. It wasn't just no cut, let's start again. It was cut, I gotta readjust this. I'm like, oh, you gotta readjust? Oh, I'm going in the house. It
And
was
there
that cold.
There was parts where you had to just sit, you had to be out there doing your lines, and we had extras coming from behind them, from outside the house, walking past them. That's all we needed to get. Mm-hmm. Again. Don't look at the camera, man. I'm sorry, man. You can't look at the camera. So stuff like that. So we had to. So and it's a party scene. It's like 30 people out there. So we got to get all the footage. So we was like, okay, everybody
insane.
1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody from this side on, you got to stay. Everybody else, y'all can leave. Go in the house because it was so cold. And we're only shooting this part of the backyard. We don't need everybody else. But then we're going to come in and switch. Y'all 8 go in there, and then y'all 10 come back out here and we
Right.
shoot y'all.
30 people is a lot to wrangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I
there
know.
was- there
I
was-
feel you. And y'all was cold.
Oh
Super
man, there
cold.
was one night where we were shooting on the back porch and it was so cold outside. I
Yeah.
swear it was even colder that when I went inside, I was like, do you have a blanket or something? He gave me a flannel.
The blue flannel.
I used the flannel for the actual
That's-
wardrobe.
I pointed that outfit out specifically because I was like, that's a good outfit for your character.
For her character.
And then she was just like, oh, that was just because it was cold. I was like, man, that worked out
And
perfect.
she had on a blue, she had like a blue little thin hoodie. And I was like, fuck, we're going to keep this. This is your character. You would wear something like this. At
Right.
the crib especially. So, and it was cold. She was, I say, just keep that shit on.
I'm
And-
like trying to be like hard,
Yeah.
like, but
When
it's hard when I really want to be like.
You want to cuddle up with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but it
now
worked
I
out.
gotta be like.
When she told me she was doing Lesbian Homie Season 2, I asked, like, how much flannel are you wearing? Because I
How
thought
much
that
flannel?
I was like, I assumed there
There's a
was going to
minimum.
be
The minimum of about 30,
I was like, you gotta have
42%
You
flannels.
gotta throw some flannel in there.
That's hilarious. Nah, the flannel. Yeah.
But yes.
Like I said, I'm pushing for this Bigg Jah masterclass.
Oh, man.
Because I think that a lot of people think that YouTube is just the simple stuff,
Right.
phone. You know what I mean? My
no.
channel is, but
It works. Though. It works. However you can get it done.
Seeing,
But yeah.
I was seeing some BTS, and y'all really went there for
Right.
it. Y'all really full crew. You heard 30 plus people on camera
Right.
at one time, and I think that we're past the era where people are like kind of like overlooking people on social media because it's like you know. What was it? Awkward Black Girl started there. Like, it's real. Right. It's just it's different now.
Yeah.
And I feel like people need to sort of know these stories because we're used to the typical Hollywood stories. You know what I mean? Most people don't look like us. A lot of it is like Steven Spielberg flipping out on set and stuff. But that's already like. Those stories are so dated. It's like these are this is kind of like more true to how it is now, and that grind of like doing everything until you can kind of sit back a little bit and get.
I tried to produce the sketch series myself, and that shit was horrible.
Hey,
but you got the experience.
It got several millions. I think it's still up. I think it's at like maybe 7 million, 10 million, something like that on Facebook. But all the comments is like. That was a waste of time. I can't get my money. I can't get my time.
There
back.
are zero creators out there that have nothing out that they don't hate. You know what I mean? Like,
my God, I
feel like
we
all got some stuff that we were just like, that's trash.
But what was I thinking?
Right.
What was I thinking?
It was so bad. It was so
If
bad.
you stick with it or stuck with it, you would have gotten better. I look at some shit I did 20 years ago, and I was like, oh man.
Look,
and it's still up online right now. I refuse to take it off. I'll be like, don't keep that shit up, man. This is for the growth.
See the progression.
Kiera, Nicole, and I had shot a scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
That's tough.
We were gonna make it a series called Booby Trapped.
Hilarious.
And
I saw that.
You saw it.
That shit
And
funny.
Right.
They got like
what is happening right now? We never released it.
You got to build up to that.
We were supposed to.
Horror is hard to do.
Yeah, we had Langston shoot it, which the lighting was decent, especially for shooting in the dark. But I mean,
that's a funny review.
The lighting
was when you do reviewing a project, the lighting was decent.
The lighting was really good.
Right.
It's just when I look back at it, I'm like, this is hilarious. Like this would be, I can't even call it a horror dramedy. I mean horror comedy because it just ended up being like
silver lining, and this is hilarious. They got a graphics package of it was like an intro, and it was like scary story. It was like scary music and fog, and then some big titties come up. And it's like
Did you post that?
No,
I think I posted. Yes,
like in the story, baby.
I just posted the
intro, the animation.
The animation.
I saw that.
It was like poing. And then it turns into like skeletons and blood,
some fangs or something.
He immediately remembered, like, the spooky titties. Yeah, I remember that.
Spooky titties.
I remember that. But I remember I saw this. I was like, "You're not doing anything with these." And I was like, I want this in some way. Let's just make something called Booby Trap.
Oh man, it made me think of Elvira.
Yeah, right.
USA.
Oh yeah, because her chin used to be like
I remember
here,
she was
like
running from somebody.
Like
Yeah, way up there on her chin. She was running from somewhere, and like she got to like a gate, and it was locked, and she bust the gate with her titties. I was a kid. I was like, as a little boy,
you could do that.
You could do it. Damn. She said, "Oh my God!" And then she put her like titties up against the thing, and like breathing heavy, and
slowly,
and the gate and the chain, bam.
Get out of here.
That's a wild thing to add in a kid's.
Yeah, right. And it's supposed to be like, well, it was USA Up
God.
All Night, so you shouldn't be as a kid. You should be watching that, but
Elvira.
I was raised well, but I was sneaky. You know what I'm saying?
Right, we all had our those nights where we had our button on the back.
Nigga, you heard that on the back? Just in case you hear a door open, nigga. Oh,
Wait, what is this?
So, back in the day before all these porn websites and outlets.
It was a Cinemax in this certain shows on
it was
TV.
All softcore though.
Yeah, softcore.
It was not a lot of penetration.
It's like if you fall asleep while watching
HBO
something
or something
on HBO when you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's the Bunny Ranch.
But what you did was you had to
Sneaky
go
boys.
there and then turned to like Cartoon Network or something believable.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then there
so-
was always a
the
button
return
that
button.
was
Previous.
There's one
it was
button you
return,
push.
previous or back. Yeah.
You ain't got to search for it. You ain't got to like try to find the number, the
Boom.
channel.
But sometimes you had to press something to clear the
Right.
the
Clear
channel change.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, yeah. The little
Like-
info up top. Yeah, something.
So what you're telling me is you guys live the same life as male
real nigga shit.
children
Hey,
watching.
You a real one.
Lord.
Everybody got to
If a dude was sitting here, he was like, "What do you guys mean?" I'm like, "I think it's from Mars."
Nah,
This is
man.
from
Come
Mars.
on.
Every
What-
little boy
See,
from 8 to 12, 13.
Or
see, I was
yeah,
so
I was about to
different.
say, or just like born like in the 90s or 2000s, because
Right.
like if you had Pornhub, you don't know what the fuck we
Yeah,
talking about.
That
Pornhub.
shit actually
You could
scared
literally
me.
just X the window
When
out.
if I would fall asleep with the TV on and
Wake
wake
up to
up to porn, it scared me, and I'd be like, oh,
To get caught or to see it?
I don't know. I would just be startled whether my parents was thinking I was watching something crazy, but naked bodies like running,
Naked
that was
bodies.
just not.
Nah,
naked
I was
bodies
I
rubbing
was
up
just,
and down
yeah.
on each other was not.
It was an accident for me. I was like,
Like,
everybody
that's
go to sleep, and I'm back in the living room. The
So
Zenith
how
boxes.
often did your mom catch you
mom-
asleep in the living asleep in the living room?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I've never been caught in my entire life.
wow.
I'm a planner. That's why I think if I was a criminal, I'd be pretty good at it. Because
Yeah.
I'm not a chance taker when it comes to doing crimes or doing wrong. I always was like, the homies like, "Nigga, let's just leave. And hold on, we got to make sure the teacher is. Like, hold on, let's do our work first.
Right.
Do something. Hey, can somebody forge us? You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. This in case we get caught, or people we get questioned. We can question. Let's make a fake pass.
Right.
I was one of them dudes. Let's make a fake hall pass.
Out, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy
So-
how many people don't think like that, but it's
Yeah,
just like,
this
nah,
is-
we'll be fine.
No,
Right.
we won't. I had a dad that I was afraid of. If he found out, it's my ass. Pause. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I was like, I mean, I was like, nah, I got to make sure I don't get caught. I want to do this. We going to still do it. I'm mischievous as hell, but like, nah.
I had
Did
I
you
have
ever
a
get
brother.
caught?
I have a brother, so like
Shout out
we did
to
the
Ryan.
same. We did the same shit. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go in the room and he's just chilling, and I'm like, "Let me see the control." He's like, "Okay, for sure, change it." You know, we do
He
that.
already knew.
He was already there.
Hey, man.
And then we would just do that to each other. Like, oh, okay, we try to catch each other and stuff. But
God.
it was just
Did you
dumb
ever
shit,
get
never-
caught by your parents?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I once almost caught myself because
What you mean caught
Hilarious.
yourself?
I asked my mom. Oh my God, so dumb. This is when porn like just started happening, and I had seen this porn on late night. It was called like Bikini Hotel or something.
Hilarious, nigga.
It was, and I was so young that I wanted to like look it up online. I don't think there was no like Pornhub or anything
Right.
yet, but I didn't know how to spell either word. So I came
Damn
out
it.
of where the computer was because it was those big desktops, and I came up to my mom and I was like, "How do you spell bikini?" She was like, "Bikini." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And I went back, and I came out again, and I was like, "Hotel is HO."
How old you, bro?
I was like, I forget. I must have been in like
Oh man,
elementary school, like early years,
like 9.
because
10.
as soon as I asked that, she was like, "What are you doing?"
He was like, a book report.
And you knew it was wrong too.
As soon as she said that, I was like, "Oh, I asked
But
back to
you
back."
know what I think about? Like, how did we know it was wrong? Like,
Well, shit,
because my parents,
It was
they didn't show me like this is what is bad or this is what you're not supposed
I'm about to
do.
snitch on Pops.
So-
Rest in peace. Pops was out there. So Pops, my interest into porn was through my father's collection.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah,
my
my
dad
dad
had
was out there.
Playboys too.
My dad had Playboys, Blacktail. He had Black Buns. And yeah,
I don't think I
You know what
saw
I'm saying?
Black
Yeah, that's why I'm
Buns.
the end man, bro. I was born to be this, bro. I was trained up. Man, like my dad's an artist too. My dad was an artist. Like he was an illustrator, so
Oh
he
my
would
God.
do shit like so all around my house. Ask all my homeboys. You go to my house, you'll see naked women all over, like pictures of naked women, like drawings all over my house, like professional drawings of women naked or in clothes or
Yeah.
just real. You know what I'm saying? So my homies like, damn, nigga, welcome to your house. They be watching it. Look at all that. My dad was like that. Had my parents divorced, but he had a girlfriend and everything.
Right.
And that's what my dad was. He was that guy.
Did
So-
you ever just instinctually take that up? Like when you got your own place, did you ever have sort of like similar art?
I didn't have art like that because I wouldn't just. it's different if you just got pictures up of like naked chicks, but if you're an artist and you draw them.
Oh, he was making those.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he
that's
drew.
what's up.
Yeah, he
The
drew
artist.
everything. Yeah, my dad was an artist,
Wow.
so
That's
he drew.
dope.
And women were coming to him and paying him to like for birthday pictures, like a nude photo.
These were like live.
live, yeah.
Oh, he was on his
Wow.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, right. He wouldn't have me. I wouldn't come in
He
there.
was on his Titanic.
I wouldn't come in there and
Jack.
see naked women taking pictures, posing. No,
Right.
but I would see the aftermath
That's dope.
as
Wow.
a picture,
Player.
and it was art. So I've never been like.
Was he smashing the chicks?
No, he was married.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But to answer your question, no, he wasn't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like my pops is my pops at one point in time did cheat. You know what I'm saying? But like that was like years before. All right. But he wasn't smashing like the chick that he was shooting.
He was
with.
running
My
his
dad was
business.
pretty, my dad was pretty professional. He was
Okay,
still a nigga, but he was
Right.
he wasn't the person that like. I'm like, yeah, and dudes like the husbands would come over. Hey man, my daughter, my wife, not my daughter. Correct. My wife. Take a picture I want a picture of my wife,
Okay.
or my lady, and they would pay my dad to draw it. And my dad was a real artist. Like he was like during the Christmas time and holidays, he would go to like different stores and barbershops and different companies and like do like you go to like you see a big window with a mural on it, painted on the window for holidays. He would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nice. On the window, like stained glass or no?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's for real.
Nah, he was with the business. Yeah.
That's like, damn.
So it wasn't like it was. So even when like women or people would come over to my parents' house to see the nakedness, they wouldn't be like, "Oh, this is pornography." They were like,
Right.
"Oh, this is art. It's beautiful. Can you do one for me?"
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I grew up
That's how to do it.
since I was a little boy. Since I can remember, since I went off the hilarious. Huh?
You sound
Amen.
so excited about
Amen.
this. This nigga about
Amen.
to start drawing.
Right. I was like,
I'm saying though, like those were the
Take
original,
notes.
like player photographers.
Right,
Like you
right,
know what I
right.
mean?
That's
Before
my dad.
you know what I mean? It was like
Brother
drawing
Ola.
naked women, and if you were good, like that's
yeah,
fine.
no, people loved it, and so you wouldn't. No one. I've never heard a negative comment about like my dad's drawings and they be nude women.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? So
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, but in real life, I think he was a freak. But professionally, he was.
Hey, freak.
You know what I'm saying? So like I came across his collection of porn magazines, videos, and then here. Yeah. So I was a nigga that you gotta remember where you start the video at, so you can rewind it back to that part. So when you put it back.
Oh, because it was videotapes.
So my
Right.
dad came back and put the
VHS.
video in, and he might not have remembered, but just in case, my dad was very detailed.
He's like, I started it right before my
Yeah.
favorite scene.
Right,
and now it's
right for
it's-
the booty clap. You know what I'm saying? Now it's titty. No, who been watching my shit? And at the time it's just me and my dad living there. I was like, nah,
It's a
nigga.
funny way to get caught.
Right, so yeah.
It's on scene 18. What's going on, man?
Yeah, right.
Right,
I rewind it, I'll fast forward it, and
I
then
keep
when I was
my
done,
videos at scene 6.
rewind it back to scene 6.
I never had porn VHS, but I did remember the CDs that were sold at the barbershop and shit like that. The bootlegs.
DVDs.
Yeah.
It
It
was
wasn't
all.
even DVDs back then, huh?
There were DVDs.
Yeah.
Oh.
There were DVDs, yeah. And it's crazy because none of the porn series ever started at 1. It was always like Backyard Booty 7. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I
Right,
missed a lot.
where's the original at?
I missed a lot.
Yeah, I missed out.
But now after
Did
this
you go back
conversation,
trying to
Booty
look
Talk,
I
Booty
think that
Talk
those-
47.
those first ones were on VHS now that I'm thinking about it.
Right.
So I
Wow.
never got to see them. But it's funny because I
Backyard
remember
booty cheeks.
Monsters Ball with Halle Berry.
Mm-hmm.
We had rented the DVD, and I remember it was scene 16.
Hilarious.
That one.
Even to this day.
Wow.
Smash Fest.
Scene
Smash
16 when
Fest.
Billy Bob Thornton smashed her so hard that the doves came out of the cage.
Oh, my God.
He smashed the doves out.
Dang, that's
I was
hilarious.
just like, that's Halle Berry. Oh, I ran it back
He knocked
until
the dove out of her drawers.
he
Oh
knocked it
God.
down on camera, and you can't
Right.
tell me that was a fake scene either.
Damn,
Damn.
damn it.
How did you know it was like? How did you know you needed to sneak as a child? If you like,
Because
I think it's because our dad snuck. I think it's because
Yeah.
like the duty mags
your
were
dad's-
like
they
under
really
the bed, and
they were like
Oh.
under the bed. My dad also was a barber,
Mhm.
and so he had like these like valises, like these satchels, where some stuff had like his barber stuff in it, and then one leather one
the
would be,
leather
like,
satchel.
tucked in. Like my dad had a shelf in his bathroom. my dad was a convict, a former convict. So all his bathrooms looked like jail cells. You go into a jail cell, you got your seat, your bed here, and you got your toilet here, and you got everything's at arm's reach. My dad was institutionalized, so everything, especially in the bathrooms, like a cell, everything was you could touch fast.
And it was like super neat.
He had his weed box right here, super neat, because you had to be neat. If the COs come in and your shit is all towed up, they're gonna rip your shit up, and you're gonna get like fined and all that. Yeah.
Fined.
Just like in the military too. My dad was in the military as well. Same thing. They come in and
your dad did everything.
Yeah, my dad was different. My dad was a little different, man.
Art, prison. Raising a son. Military. Jeez.
And so, did you think that bathroom thing was more from the military or more from prison? Prison?
Yeah. He told it. He was like, man, it's a habit. It's a habit for him. Like
that's
everything needs to be. Everything is functional. My dad was. Even in his couch in the living room, he was an artist, so he had like paints right here. He had like a box of paints, and we had like a what's this shit? Coffee table. So he had his weed box right here. Always had his weed box, and paints, magazines. All those magazines were good, like regular magazines.
Right.
And then his canvases he pulled from under the couch, and like a new canvas. He decided. Put on some Bob Ross. And go, Bob
Ross fan?
Bob Ross, that was his guy.
Damn.
And a few others, but Bob Ross for sure. Bob Ross for sure was his guy.
That's wild. I didn't. Not until the last few months not until the last few years that I started seeing his fandom really like stuck around.
Crazy, yeah.
And then I started seeing a few episodes. I was like, this is a great show.
It's soothing. It's therapeutic. Watching the Bob Ross episode of him painting like trees and water, you're like,
And it wasn't until I heard the story about how all those companies or channels were like, this won't work. We're just going to watch you paint at 3 a.m. And the one spot that gave him a chance, he was blowing up.
Probably got hundreds of episodes
on
Bob Ross.
VHS?
On VHS.
Really?
Yeah. So my dad had like a library of videos. And like not even the two last ones, because the two last ones would be too obvious. Like the two before the last two would be like the porn.
Right.
The bottom.
The fact that you just like knew all this is like kids are so inquisitive. They're so like they're sponges. Like everything that you think you trying to hide from a kid, they're gonna find it.
He literally organized it like that. Like, nah, he won't see it. And now he's just like,
and then,
all this time later, it was like.
Then I started thinking like, I'm thinking like my pops. Where would he hide stuff at? So I just started looking for shit. And I found stuff everywhere. Oh yeah,
that's funny. That's a great question too. Like, why did we know to sneak?
Right. That's what I'm saying. When I think about it myself, I don't remember my parents talking to me about, certain things. Yeah. So I'm like, how did I know when I saw that was wrong?
I think the mistake is a lot of parents don't really watch the girls. They watch the boys, their sons, because the sons are the dirty ones, but not really. The girls be on the low. You be like, the girls be doing those sneaky shit on the low too,
right?
Not being overlooked.
We do, but they're kind of overprotective of
True.
We I mean, they done did some violations just to make sure we wasn't out here.
Oh yeah, my sister can go outside. My sister was a girl on the block that was stuck up. She was like, "Oh, you can't." She wasn't at all, but like my mom would let her go outside. Everyone saw her walk to and from school and come out. She might come out every now and then to check the mail or some shit like that. But why else she don't come outside? She thinks she better than everybody else? Nah, my mom won't let her.
It's not allowed.
Right.
Yeah, so
I'm over here. If I go outside, I gotta play basketball. Like,
right.
Damn.
I'm playing against my dad, But sometimes I was able to like go around, but I wasn't. I remember for a good while I wasn't able to pass the stop sign. On my street, and I lived in a cul-de-sac. Right. So it was like, okay, I got this street, but I can't go past the street signs. Of course, I had to be back inside before the street lights, but it was kind of like before that, way before that, like for.
I think it was just rules, like you said, like the rules that we had, like even, movies, you can't watch this because it's rated this. Right. And you can't watch this because it's rated this, and there's sex and violence and stuff. And then there's just all the stuff that we're not allowed to do. And, you can't watch this because it has sex in it. So then automatically we're just like, okay, anything like this, I have to sneak or it has to be at night.
Speaking of that, I have a horrible story to tell you.
Uh-oh.
My dad and I really like scary movies. We like horror movies, so we would go see some. My dad and my cousin, my male cousin, we went to see Hostel.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
I don't like that movie.
But there was fucking. Like,
really?
yes, there was
all
like
torture.
some like, and I'm just sitting next to my dad like, this is.
That's so awkward.
I'm like, my male cousin is right here.
Smashing
My
scenes
dad
with your parents.
And smashing
Yeah.
scene, and this horror film is going
Start
on.
fucking the popcorn up.
And I'm like,
I start eating and snacking and shit. I be watching videos with my mom, same shit. It's like a sex scene, not a kissing scene. That's cool, but a sex scene.
Right.
I
It was a
start
sex
knocking
scene.
the
It
chips
was.
back and shit. Yeah.
I just wanted to
sucks.
melt out of my
I'm like,
seat. and
this
get
is
away.
still going on? Like, how end? You just want that scene to be
Stop
over.
it.
You're like, this
I'm
is
like,
porn at
Yeah,
this point.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, I don't know. Like, we're going to have to make sure we're never put in this position again. Like,
Right.
I don't need all that. Like, horror films have a weird connection with. It's always like Jason's just watching like some co-eds in college smash.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I think horror is the worst genre in filmmaking.
Really?
I enjoy making them. I made a couple.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
The
I
Purge.
really have fun doing that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have fun doing. I was like, damn, this shit fun.
We just
It's dope.
introduced him to The Purge. You got to give your update.
The movies.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You heard of them, but you just never watched
Yeah, I
them
didn't watch them until this year.
because you don't like horror.
I love horror, but like I don't know, the plot wasn't interesting to me. Really? Yeah, it was just like
That's what I said.
a day of like everybody killing each other.
Well-
Like when I really liked horror if it was paranormal, like ghosts, aliens,
See, that's
demons,
what I don't
all
like.
that stuff. Yeah, but no, I watched it. I'm obsessed with the series now.
I told you. I'm glad we can. I'm glad you
Because-
said that because we can reference back to when you said you wasn't gonna like it in Thick Threads
I didn't
episode.
say I
maybe-
wasn't gonna like it.
Yes, you did.
I said I wasn't. I said I would watch it.
Okay. we I mean, it's
It's
on
documented?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
y'all go back
documented.
and check the
It's
tape.
So,
documented.
I mean,
Check
we're
the
gonna
film.
clip it.
Check,
Yeah.
check the tags.
I thought the concept was dope.
too.
It's not even a horror. It's like a thriller, action thriller.
Mhm.
But like you got 12 hours to purge and do what and commit any crime you want, murder included, for 12 hours. After
Right.
12 hours, the second after 12 hours, you can't.
Right.
You do it, then you could be, you know what I'm saying, you're going to jail.
Right.
I love the idea, and then everyone was safe, like safeguarding their homes and stuff like
Right.
that, and don't be caught outside. I thought that was hilarious.
It
No,
was-
I'm not hilarious. I thought that was a
Well,
extremely.
I thought,
genius.
I thought it on paper was a little weird. I thought what they did aesthetically was dope because there was a Halloween Horror Nights where you go through the tram and you're like driving through everything, and it was Purge themed. So they basically made it seem like the tram broke down,
Oh my god.
and then you get out, and then you hear the sirens, and all these
Oh.
dudes in rabbit hats and chainsaws and bats are like waiting for you.
I'm-
And I was like, this is terrible.
What is it?
No, I'm just saying, like, it was really scary.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
I really enjoyed it. So once I realized how they did the purge, that's why I liked it.
Okay.
What I thought it wasn't that.
So you had to.
I
the
don't
masks
ever
and all
want to
that.
hear that siren in real life.
That's a really
That-
scary
it is a
siren.
really scary sound. Man, that's
Yeah, the sound
Unless
design
it's the
is
one,
great.
unless it's the ending one. Unless it's the 12 hours
Oh,
later.
Right.
Okay. But when
Even that's
Start-
scary though.
when
too.
they went to the store, that couple went to the store and they came out the little grocery store, or whatever, and they were driving home over the bridge, and the
Oh, and the car
broke
shut down?
down, and they looked down the street, they could see the niggas on the bikes, like waiting.
Oh,
They had like 12 minutes left before the purge, before 7 p.m.
Man.
and they were waiting.
what kind of sick
they
person
was like-
let me kill somebody in the last 12 minutes? Let me get
Right.
one more off.
No, this was when it was about to begin.
That's at the beginning. Oh, you haven't seen that one?
Oh.
Yeah, you have. Yeah,
You
you
seen
have.
that one?
You
yeah.
said 12 minutes left of the purge, right?
No, 12 minutes before the purge started.
Oh.
Remember
When
they
they
got
had to
stuck on the
run
bridge?
the car. They fixed the car. He opened the hood,
Mm-hmm.
and he saw that the fluid cord had got cut. So someone did it on purpose.
Right.
It's not something you can fix right now. Someone damaged it on purpose. They look at the guys down the block, and the blocks they waiting for
They
that.
just
The
waiting for the
countdown.
Jeez.
They said maybe we gotta run. They started running. I said yes,
Yes.
yes.
I subscribe.
Yeah, this was good.
Every
What was
man
that?
for
That was
himself.
that was Purge Anarchy, yeah.
I think that was 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, that's dope.
Okay.
So I did a parody for horror called the Petty Purge. It's basically the same exact thing.
Uh-huh.
It's you got 12 hours, and you can kill whoever you want to kill. So it could be somebody. So it ended up being Ephraim. You know who Ephraim is? Ephraim Jealous.
Yeah.
So she played. She was and Meeks was her dude, and they killed him off quick. And like these 4 or 5 guys was coming to kill her.
because there were a couple.
I was one of the guys. She had went on a date with me twice, and then she stopped talking to me. She's ignoring my phone call. She ghosted me. So I'm pissed off at her. This happened a year ago.
Right.
Now this new law says that we can purge for 12 hours. I'm gonna go get that bitch.
Damn.
I'm petty.
2 years.
She was like,
I mean,
because I stopped dating you, you gonna kill me? I was like, it's legal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
That's hilarious.
And so me and Ken's character, she's like, Malcolm, you're my neighbor. What I ever do to you? Why you in this group of guys trying to kill me? He was like, I mean, I just bought this new machete, and I saw niggas out here purging, so I was like, fuck it. Just for the sake of purging, and niggas
so
out there.
funny.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how it ended up. But I had fun doing that shit. We
Yeah,
shot in the
I like
homie studio, and we shot for like maybe 6 hours.
That's so funny. The reason why the purge came up too was because we did a thread on this show about how petty the purge is and like why everybody went straight to murder instead of like all the other crimes that you can commit.
Black Twitter.
And you
on the
even
purge.
said like if you could purge, you would kill some people from work
That
you
was
and you
back
forgot
then.
why.
No.
And
I did not forget
now that he brings
why.
it up, that's pretty petty.
No. I didn't forget why. I know exactly why I would get rid of them back then.
But you said that now it wouldn't even mattered.
No, I don't even think about it now.
I don't think there's anybody I want to kill.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Like I
no.
would
That's
just
crazy.
My crimes would be all weird. Like,
I'm stealing shit.
I'll just say this: I got fired from my job. So
oh, so you'd come back bussing.
Uh-huh.
You would come back
You
bussing.
come back, you killing somebody.
I mean,
All right.
saying.
Damn.
So
Should have fired me.
that was a
Well, yeah.
It seems like Jah was the thick thread on this episode.
Damn.
It's pretty good.
The name is hilarious. The name is genius actually. When I first I think I saw y'all both in the picture on the screen when I saw Thick Thread. I was like, maybe it's thick threads, but like dreads or something like that. I don't know if I didn't know. I was trying to like, what are they talking about? But then she explained to me. I said, "Oh, okay, that's dope."
It's really about the threads.
Of course,
The thick
and
is
it's thick mean like very, very interesting, very engaging threads.
Juicy.
Juicy threads.
Thick and juicy.
with thick visuals as well.
Thick visuals, right.
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 Lord Jesus.
Right, meaty.
Wow.
3D.
3D
So,
hilarious.
Since this is our first episode with a guest,
Yeah.
we're gonna try something new. We usually end the show with some thick facts.
Okay.
But just to make it more inclusive, we brought three facts, and we're gonna do best of 3. I have 3. Persephone has 3. We're gonna give you 2 at a time, and try to blow your mind. Whoever has the best fact between just those 2, not overall.
Yeah.
We're
So
gonna
3
do
rounds basically.
3 rounds.
Right on.
3 rounds of the thickums. You ready?
Of the
I'm ready.
thickums.
You want to go first, ladies?
I
first.
can go first.
Here we go.
All right. A day on Venus lasts longer than a year on Venus.
A day
Man,
on
that is
Venus.
kind of crazy. So wait,
So the day is longer than the year. I'll explain.
how the day?
Because it's so close to the sun, a year goes by fast. It takes 225 Earth days for Venus to go all the way around the sun. That means that a day on Venus is a little longer than a year on Venus.
Oh, because a day Venus spins and it no.
Yeah, how's that work?
I'm lost.
I'll read it again. Because it's so close to the sun,
Venus is close to the sun.
a year goes by fast. It takes 225 Earth days for Venus to go all the way around the sun. That means that a day on Venus is a little longer than a year on Venus.
Because going around the sun is a year.
Right.
Oh, so it
So a
spins around
spinning
the
on
sun
the axis is a day, right?
slower.
Right.
And that goes slower than
But going around the
it's going
sun.
like that. It's pretty crazy.
So here's the sun. Now here's the sun right here, and here's Venus. So you saying
Why are
Venus?
both spinning?
Huh? No, I was doing the circle. That was a circle.
Okay.
So-
Oh, you were making this. Okay.
Right. So this is the sun, and this is Venus.
Mm-hmm.
So Venus rotates around, not rotates, but
Yeah.
Goes around the
goes
sun.
around the
It takes
sun.
longer to go around the sun because it's closer.
And that's a year, right?
Yeah. One
So,
around.
I-
But itself spinning
The
takes
axis.
longer than it takes to get around.
So why it's spinning? It's spinning like this, super slow.
Right.
Oh, okay. There we
So
go.
I'll
I'm a
say-
visual guy. So
It's
so is that called
So-
orbits around the sun?
Yeah.
So
I'll say
orbits
this.
around the sun.
A
Two of this-
planet's day is the time it takes the planet to rotate or spin once on its axis.
Right. Which
for
is
his
this
for
way.
his own day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Venus rotates much more slowly than Earth does. So a day on Venus is much longer than a day on Earth. A day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days, or 5,832 hours.
That sucks.
What day is
You'd be-
like?
You'd be like 1,000,000 years old, but like 3 days old.
Yeah, 19 with you 9,000
I've
really.
been here for 2 days.
An old motherfucker.
All right. All right. That was, you brought the
I still
space
got more que-
exploration
okay.
out.
Okay.
What about this though?
Boom.
This isn't as hard to figure out. Scientists say that wind turbines, you know those things that generate energy, those big old windmills, wind turbines can be recycled into gummy bears.
Oh hell no.
Aren't the wind turbines, aren't they metal?
So it says the next generation of wind turbine blades can be recycled into gummy bears at the end of their service. They made a composite resin for the blades by combining glass fibers with a plant-derived polymer and a synthetic one. Once the blades have reached the end of their lifespan, the materials can be broken down and recycled to make new products, including turbine blades and chewy sweets. That low-key ruins gummy bears for me a little bit.
So you saying they could be recycled down into the same thing that they were already
You
made
could
from?
either break them down
And make them
into
into
another turbine blade or gummy bears.
That's horrible for you.
Horrifying.
Hasbro. Wait, is it Hasbro?
Oh,
Wait.
that's a toy.
Oh, so wait, not Hasbro.
Habino?
Talking about the type of gummy bears?
Habero? Yeah.
Haribo.
Haribo.
Haribo. Yeah.
We all said it.
You said
Hasbro.
I said Haribo.
Haribo. Yeah. Dang.
I love those.
I like the pineapple ones only.
What, pineapple gummy bears? Are those the white ones?
They're very clear ones. Yep.
Oh, people hate those.
What?
Do they all give them to you? Like,
No, I think you the lemon ones that people hate.
oh, lemon. That must be.
Yeah,
what I'm
lemons are
thinking about.
lemon and pineapple, or lemon and pineapple are very close.
Those were both upsetting in some way.
What is this? There's a chemical in gummy bears that vegans can't eat. Like they're like, I can't
It
eat.
starts with a
Blood.
it's like pork. It's like a
Pork? Yes,
it's like a pork substance ingredient. Yeah. My
That-
manager
that's-
he knows it because I'm trying to make a matter of fact I'll say it here. I'm trying to make a candy.
Are you?
I've been trying for the last couple of years. They're called yammies. Amen. And so they're gonna be
Yes.
ass candy. For you. You'll be eating ass.
Oh, the marketing does itself.
Yeah, man. I need a manufacturer. I need a manufacturer so I can make these. So I've tried out different companies. One company kind of fell off. They went out of business. Another company, yeah.
Please tell me the catchphrase.
It's so
I
good.
need to know the catchphrase.
I don't have it yet, but I kind of, you know what I'm saying. Oh, no, that's not true.
Yammies, the ass you can eat.
No. Boom.
Eating butt.
No. I forgot. I did make one. It was
Eating sweet butt.
yammies when eating ass tastes so good. You know what I'm saying? Or eating ass.
Can you say ass?
It's not for kids. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so it don't matter, and you can't sell it in the stores.
Are they
gotta-
gummy booties or like
Yeah,
chocolate
but
booties?
it's gummy asses and titties.
Nice.
Uh huh.
No, I'm just saying because there could be chocolate, white chocolate.
Right.
Hey, give me that ass over there. Let me get that ass over there.
Smash, you know what I'm saying?
What you doing?
I'm over here eating ass.
Let me grab some.
Yeah. So yeah, I said it here. It's
Pop some ass
documented.
in my mouth.
Don't nobody take that. It's me. And y'all the first people to hear about it outside of me. And
I'm
that.
honored.
Oh, me
Yeah.
too. This is great. I didn't see that coming
Yummies.
at all.
So yeah, so that's how I
man,
found out
that's
about.
fantastic.
That's how I found out that there's pork in certain gummies, in certain like gelatins.
Wow.
Gelatin.
Yeah.
Oh, gelatin, is that what it is?
Isn't that the?
Yeah, I think it might be gelatin. Yes.
Yes.
And now they have some jellies, candies that are made from a different substance than gelatin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's not pork.
That don't taste as
Damn,
good.
I
It
cannot
does
wait.
good. Yeah, so if y'all know of anybody, any company, small or big.
You eat
and-
ass? Yeah, I love eating ass.
Yeah, it's
That shit
delicious.
tastes
Y'all put it in the comments or hit Bigg Jah up
Y'all
himself
know
with some
anybody
companies
that
if you got something.
manufactures?
Ass eating candy.
No,
sorry.
this gelatin, jelly candies,
Jelly
gummy
booties.
bears.
You making them commit
Yeah.
too much.
I made
Just some
some
jelly.
already. I made some, but they were too big. Never so never. I mean, to sell in a bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They never too big. You know what I'm
Booty
saying?
too big.
Never too big.
You got a
Oh.
booty in your mouth.
Mm.
You can see a little crack through your cheek.
Remember, the ass
got a
ain't
little-
pretty.
You got a little ass
Got a
in
little
your
ass in your teeth. What is it?
Got a little ass in your teeth. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, that was good.
Yeah,
that was really
yammies.
good.
All right.
Now
so
that all does
was
not
round
count for your.
why not? It led to a lot of good conversations. Yours just led to us drawing shit.
Right. Nigga, so if I had to get a visual, I said, "What the fuck is she talking about?" She said, "It's a day is longer than a year." In what world? I clearly in Venus. On Venus.
Definitely
I said,
not Earth.
"Damn."
It's like I'm 6 years old. I haven't seen sunlight yet.
Right. How am I 6 with a goatee? You know what I'm saying?
Where's the sunset y'all promised me?
Right.
Oh my god. Never.
Damn.
You should never.
So
say
if I
it.
can't do the gummies, I'm gonna do the cereal.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
you know what I'm saying yummies.
Booty-O's.
Oh yeah, booty-O's.
Uh-huh.
It's weird that booty cereal already happened, but booty candy is wide open.
Right. Wide open. Wide open for the taking.
Hey, booty
Why
candy
there
sound
you
like
go.
a drug.
Oh,
My
my
leg
bad.
is wide
Hey,
open.
let me get some of that booty sugar.
Booty-O's. Booty smacks.
The booty sweets.
Uh-huh.
That sweet booty.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so that was round one.
Round 1. Whoo. Okay. Damn.
What you thinking?
The extra conversation at first. How did we get? Hold on. Yo.
Wind turbine
Wind
into
turbines turn into candy,
candy.
turn into booty candy.
Hey, those are both dope. Cause at first I was like,
The science.
the science. I want to say. Now, let me ask you this: like you said, you can't. The extra conversation doesn't add to it.
No,
it
not
doesn't
really.
kinda-
It's
it
just
Okay,
the
counts.
fact.
that's the
It's
case.
fact.
Then I will have to go with the Venus.
Venus, the science.
But,
All
yeah.
right.
But barely though. You edged
didn't
her
even
out.
get a high five.
Yeah. You edged her. I mean, you got
You got the
barely-
combo.
I got the combo
You
out
got
of
the
it. There you
combo.
go.
Right.
That's
But
what
you
it's
got
all
the
about.
point.
All right, round two.
I'll go.
You want to go first? Okay.
Fight.
Wow.
That was
Did
good.
that pretty
huh?
good, yeah.
Yeah. Men are 4 times more likely to be struck by lightning than women.
Okay.
Although lightning affects all regions in the United States and southeastern states are more at risk, lightning generally decreases from the southeast to the northwest, except for a few places such as the Rocky Mountains where thunderstorms occur regularly during the summer. Florida, Texas, Colorado, North Carolina, Alabama, Arizona, Georgia, Missouri, New Jersey, Pennsylvania have the most lightning deaths and injuries. Florida is considered the lightning capital of the country, with more than 2,000 lightning injuries over the past 50 years. Since 2006, only 5 states, Alaska, Delaware, Hawaii, New Hampshire, Washington, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, have reported no lightning deaths. From 2006 to 2021, there were 444 lightning strike deaths in the United States. Males are 4 times more likely to be struck than females by lightning. The average age of the person struck by lightning is 37 years old, and about 1/3 of lightning injuries occur indoors. Indoors?
Well, that's the fact.
I heard about a guy that was playing on his PS His PlayStation?
On his PS.
PS5. I was trying to think of the number. I didn't know if it was 4 or 5.
Said that like an auntie. On his gaming console.
I wasn't sure if it was PS4, 5, or Xbox. I don't know. I think it was.
He was playing video games.
I think he was on his PlayStation, but it's
okay.
set specific.
And he got shocked? He got struck by lightning?
Yeah, he got struck by lightning.
Through the window or something?
He was indoors. And I was
he had to have been saying the N-word on his headset. Like, he had to have been doing some crazy stuff.
Get shit on. Get shit on.
If I got struck by lightning and I was inside, I would feel like I was going.
You might just kill yourself.
Right.
I mean, it's gonna get you wherever you're at.
There's a dude who was struck by lightning twice, and lightning struck his grave. You seen that?
Oh my God! Lightning's like elephants. Look at
make sure that nigga dead.
Remember that elephant
Just in
that trampled
case.
that lady and then came to her funeral and fucked her grave up?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
How did
I
they come to
don't know.
her funeral?
Because they have
They sense.
they have
No, I'm
like
saying, but
one
where
of
is
the
this?
best.
Where is
That's
this?
what I'm saying. It was somewhere where a
what
funeral he could pull up to a funeral.
Right.
Like,
How did it get there?
It
Is it the
wasn't-
freeway?
I don't know what country it was at, but it was elephants aplenty. That was a cool fact. But that just means more men got struck by lightning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like we're scientifically like prone to it.
I think you might be.
Nah,
if you're
I
four
think-
times more likely to get struck
what
by
it
lightning.
is, people say lightning strikes the tallest point of a house, of a power line. Men are taller than women. Maybe that's why.
Isn't there like metal and stuff to do with it too? Like,
Yeah,
like if
for
you wear
sure.
metal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe
PlayStation.
niggas.
You had a sexist fact.
I looked it up.
You looked up the PlayStation
yeah, he
part.
was on
That was such a small
That
part.
was such
It
a
didn't even
unnecessary
matter.
part.
It could have been the Neo Geo. It wouldn't matter.
Could have been doing anything.
care. I was. You call me an auntie. I had to tell you, like I said, PS.
He was playing the play game. cue.
The play structure. Station?
structure.
Structure.
Play
The play department.
Play structure.
Don't do me like that.
All right.
Okay.
It's time for some good facts.
Mhm.
This is I'm just out here ruining childhood snacks. Chicken nuggets.
Oh shit.
Only about 40 to 50% of a chicken nugget is actually meat. The rest is fat, skin, connective tissue, blood vessels, nerves, and bone fragments.
Ew.
This was in 2013 after conducting an autopsy into chicken nuggets of two unnamed fast food restaurants. Dr. Richard DeShazo said that finger food is actually made of only 40 to 50% meat. The rest, fat, skin, connective tissue, blood vessels, nerves, and bone fragments. He said, I was floored. I was astonished actually seeing it under a microscope.
Only
Yuck.
reason why it sounds worse than it is, and this is why the bone fragments no, but bone gristle, whatever. Okay, but you bite into a chicken wing. You gonna get the skin. You're gonna get the fat. You're gonna get the bone gristle a little bit, even if you don't purposely go to get the gristle. You're gonna bite some of it off here every now and then.
Right.
So that's already. But they
You
just
do
grind.
see veins.
Right, you see all that. So
But those are the worst part, to think of it as 50%. And that's the wing. That's the most natural way to eat chicken. These are nuggets where everything is kind of just
smashed in. Oh yeah.
Right. So it's basically like a chicken nugget is like a
It's like a hot dog.
It's like a hot wing smoothie. It's like everything in a wing, the
So
bones,
like
all
a hot
that
wing
stuff.
smoothie turned into a patty.
It's a hot wing patty, including the bone.
Man.
Yeah, man.
But it tastes so good.
They do.
I'm not giving it up.
No,
No.
not enough.
happening.
Yeah, I would have to see the process
Right.
for me to give it up.
So is that the same with chicken strips? I wonder.
It said finger
Probably.
foods.
Finger foods.
It said that finger food. So maybe, I mean, hopefully if you go to a place that has like those really good chicken strips and it seems like it's mostly breasts, but I don't know. It could be
nigga said,
mashed
"Shit, I'm not giving it
chicken
up."
potatoes.
A chicken nugget ain't nothing but a baby chicken meatloaf. A chicken loaf.
Oh shit!
A
that
fried
is.
chicken loaf. A mini a loaf fat.
Poppers.
Baby chicken poppers. All right, so clearly I just went for the gross factor.
You did. You did.
Shock
you did.
factor.
I don't know if it got you the win, but
Okay, yours
men
was
are 4 times more likely to get struck by lightning.
Chicken nuggets are gross.
chicken nuggets. I kind of feel like I knew both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would have known that 4 times more. I would have known that, but I would think that because I was always taught that if you like lightning strikes the tallest point in the area, so you want to get close to something that's taller than you, so the lightning can strike that thing, and not you.
So stalemate of uninterest.
But
Wow. No, that is not what he's saying.
I will have to give it to the chicken nugget fact.
Okay.
Okay. Boom. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. 1-1.
All right. 1-1. This
I'm
is
about
the deal
to
breaker.
smash you on this one.
Is that right?
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yes.
Let me cue up a background. Or a
Yeah.
backup.
Get ready.
A backup, huh?
Put the rubber on. Bees are capable of performing basic math and understanding the concept of zero.
Say that one more time, please.
Bees are capable of performing basic math and understand the concept of zero.
No.
The researchers trained bees to identify images in a lab that showed the fewest number of elements, in this case dots. If they chose the image with the fewest circles from the set, they received sweetened water. Whereas if they chose another image, they received a bitter fluid. Once the insects got that concept down, I didn't know how to say that word. Once the insects got the concept down, the researchers introduced another challenge. The bees had to choose between a blank image and one with dots on it. More than 60% of the time, the insects were successfully able to extrapolate that if they needed to choose the fewest dots between an image with a few dots and an image with no dots at all, no dots was the correct answer. They could grasp the concept that nothing can still be a numerical quantity.
Who the fuck is teaching bees math?
Weirdo. That nigga is still watching porn with the return button at 40. That nigga's weird, man.
Why do we need to know that bees know
And
zero?
why would you? Why?
Nevertheless, it's fascinating. I mean, I think there's so much different
Pulling
research.
the animal facts, huh?
Yep.
Hmm?
Uh-huh. Per geo. Persephageo.
So they teaching bees basic math, huh? Right. How about this?
All right. Here we go.
This is random as shit. Without bats, we wouldn't have tequila.
Explain, brother.
Don't some come from there?
Without damn bats, we would not be drinking shots of Casamigos. And that's because tequila comes from an agave plant, and bats pollinate that plant. That is the
so it's not from
weirdest
guano?
connection.
Guano.
If bats weren't out here pollinating, whatever that is, nutting in our agave plants.
Well, I was drinking Casamigos, so.
No, pollinating isn't nutting. I was just kidding.
I know it is. It's
But we wouldn't even have one of our favorite drinks, tequila. Batman is drunk at all times.
He's faded. Okay.
Bats or bees? This is for all the tequila.
Bees doing math, bro.
Come on. Let me tell you.
Things that fly pollinate. We know that.
Let me tell you something.
Tequila?
Let me tell you something.
It's agave.
I didn't even know you could pollinate tequila plants.
Right, really. I didn't know that bats could pollinate anything.
I didn't know any part of this.
So now, honestly, the first thing that came to my mind about this fact is
You don't believe it.
I don't believe that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I will need to watch
Whatever
what's the shit? National
National
Geographic?
Mm-hmm.
Nat Geo.
Pat Geo.
Pat Geo.
Please do a thing on this.
on tequila.
Boom.
No,
Oh,
nigga,
the
on
bees
the
thing.
bees.
Dude, that's actually a little bit more interesting. because I'm like, I think these niggas just watch bees randomly go from one sheet to the other sheet and be like, oh,
3. He just added 2 and 1.
bats don't know bees don't know no shit about no fucking math. I don't believe that. And how could you tell? How could you tell? Like, maybe some bees like the bitter serum and some bees like the sweet shit. Mm-hmm. And that's probably why they randomly went to this, that, and the other.
Bees don't like bitter serums. They like sweet water.
I get that. So
How do you know that?
Because it was a bee had flew on my table once, and I felt so bad for it. It was dying, and I put it on my story, and everybody was like, "Give it some sweet water, give it some sweet water." And I'm like, "I'm at a taco stand. I don't know what you want me to do."
Sweet water.
Like, I guess sugar water.
My high school was called Sweetwater High School.
Oh, really?
That's my high school. Give us Sweetwater.
That sounds like
Yeah.
people was doing the
Sweetwater,
roller
what is
skating
it?
rinks.
Yeah.
Sweetwater.
That was old boy name.
We were called
And
Sweetness.
Sweetness. Oh,
Sweetness.
Yeah, sweetness.
Sweet.
Sweet.
It was the Sweetwater Red Devils. Hey, that's so
Sweetwater
opposite.
Red Devils.
Yeah.
The Sweetwater
What
Red
the
Devils.
hell?
It was Sweetwater
The
Red
Sweet
What
Devils.
Devils.
wait, what did the mascot look like?
Red Devil.
No, that's
devil
crazy.
with a
We were
pitchfork.
savages. It wasn't nothing sweet about us at all. And we were like known as one of the like toughest schools to play against. Sweetwater.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
a cool little like.
in the '60s, it went from Sweetwater Red Devils. They used to be the Sweetwater Sweeties.
Oh no!
Fuck out of here. I would have never went to that school.
Wow, the sweeties.
Sweetwater
That's
Sweetie.
But if you're
Sweeties.
dominant, that's even more embarrassing. Like we just got blown out by the sweeties.
Paul's like motherfucker. We got
Ain't
blown
shit
out
sweet.
by
Got
the
blown
Sweeties.
out by.
I'm a sweetie, but ain't shit sweet
Right,
about
right, right.
me. You know what I'm
you
saying?
Well, listen, ladies
gotta-
and gentlemen, we have. I think I won that. I think I got that. I got the
Okay.
2 out of
did.
3.
Brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Your
I'm
facts were
factoring it up.
interesting, but not as that last one.
Applicable.
The B shit.
She had that in
the B knowing trigonometry and shit
You
like
had that in the back pocket. Like I'm about
I
to.
thought I was pulling out the Uzi, but I
because
guess,
it didn't make
I guess
it didn't make
jammed.
me it didn't make me
Pull
go
out
like hey jam.
Jam.
It didn't make me it didn't make me do like damn for real. Damn, it made me more like fuck out of here, man. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The
T.
bats. I'm like, how
Come
do
on,
they?
Uber facts? You gotta give me a better explanation so I can win these niggas over, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the bees went to 2 dots and 3 dots and 0 dots.
Right.
Oh, this
I'm like-
bee knows what 0 is.
This nigga's like Mark
Shit.
Twain. He's Einstein. Hey,
I'm
what's
gonna
the-
eat that just like I'm gonna eat that booty candy when you come out with it.
Hey man,
I'm
indeed.
eating it.
I didn't know where that was going.
Hey, I forgot.
Eat that booty when we finish taping.
I forgot. We talked about the yammies.
It's like
And
I'm
she
gonna
said
eat
that, I was
that
like,
booty.
Steph. For Steph, what the fuck you talking? Oh, the candy. Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna eat that booty candy when it come
Uh-huh.
out.
When it
Yeah.
come out,
When it
yeah.
come out.
When it
Booty.
come out.
The candy,
listen,
that is,
man,
candy.
This was an amazing first episode with the guest, man.
Man.
Again, appreciate you
For the
for coming
cloud.
through.
Appreciate you for having me.
Always welcome back, and yeah, it's good to be on Revolt with you. This is a cool little,
Yes, indeed. Yes,
cool
indeed.
little move. We're the only 2 comedic podcasts, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
That's dope.
And,
man,
Revolt.
Trend setting.
yeah. Plug where people can find you.
Boom. Bigg Jah. Every platform you can think of. BIGGJAH. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that. Go to moment.co, the word moment.co/Bigg Jah, and check out the Lesbian Homie Season 2, starring your boy and sister Persephone.
Hey, me.
We did our thing. Go enjoy it, please. Go check out Blackbusters on YouTube and Revolt every Monday. Tune in, tap in, do your thing. Get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the max.
To the max.
I love those. It sounded like the sample. It's him. But I'm saying, you know how like sometimes it'd be like a little off. That's how I was like, right on. Damn.
I
Man.
can't tell you. We'll be just randomly sitting
I say
somewhere,
that
and
all
he'll
the
be
time.
like, "Damn,"
Oh,
and I'm like,
Bigg Jah.
and then he'll be like, "Shit."
shit. Yeah.
Like
Patrick
a
is
sample
hilarious.
machine. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sounds
sir, man. Oh, man. This is dope. Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, y'all bring me back. I would love to be back. Also, we got to get you on. I'm assuming you're a movie guy.
I'm starting to be, yeah.
Okay.
I'm also the guy who hasn't seen most things too.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
That's why
We'll do some talking.
trying to-
If there's like a favorite film that you ever had.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
like
Black film, that is.
black films.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have you on Blackbusters. Bro.
I would love to be on Blackbusters.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
just
trying to
got
become a
him to
movie
watch
buff.
Set It Off.
For the first time.
I Set It Off for
So
the first time this year.
are you a music guy? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Like, growing up, like
Yeah, it was like
'cause-
music and I watched a lot of movies, but not a lot of like dramas.
Okay.
So it was usually just dumb stuff.
Yeah, for
Makes
sure.
sense.
He was like, huh, this was really good. I'm like,
Set it off.
set
It's
it
a
off.
pillar. It's a. I feel like it's a culture.
It's good. I got so many black jokes after watching it. I was like, oh, that's what they're talking about. Oh, that was what they're talking about.
Right,
Oh,
right.
that's what they're talking about.
Cleo from Set It Off was a monster.
Right. Shout out to Queen Latifah.
Shout out to Queen Latifah.
But this has been another episode of Thick Threads. We appreciate you guys for watching. I've been your co-host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
See you next time.
Bye.